Put your loving hand out, baby. I'm begging. Begging you. Put your loving hands out, baby.
Joe, Jersey Boys have been running at the Hippodrome now for a little more than a week and will do so through the end of September, or excuse me, the end of February, been thrilling crowds nightly, and it's the history of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. This morning, we're joined by John Michael Dias. He plays Frankie Valli as one of the alternates. Now, you've been all over the country doing this show, and the response from crowds, I'm sure, has been phenomenal.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, that's what keeps you going every night. I've been in the show for 4 years, and it's like, at this point, it's just about the audience reaction and how amazingly they take to the show and the music.
Talking about this won Tony Awards back in 2006. 4 years you've been with this. Does it ever get old or routine?
It doesn't. You know, it's one of the things, there's this heartbeat of the show. They talk about the heartbeat all the time.
Right.
Beginning, you can't take that boom, 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 and that keeps the audience going, and it keeps us going, too.
The history of the Four Seasons, when you talk about this, you play Frankie Valli, and I mean, you are the central character and the figure of this, though it all revolves around these four men who essentially grew up together musically. You're giving a history lesson here, aren't you?
Actually, yeah. I remember when my mom saw it for the first time, she's like, I had no idea. You know, she listened to it all growing up, and to hear the real story of how they rose to fame is incredible. And the fact that it's not this implied story on music that already existed, it's the truth, it's the real stuff.
Well, I have to tell you, John, that I think everyone here at ABC2 went to see the show Friday night and were thrilled.
Cool.
And what we walked away thinking and kind of talking about with this amongst ourselves, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. It's a concert bridged by historical dialogue.
The best thing about it, Des McAnuff, our director, has structured this thing in this amazing way that the audience changes. Sometimes you're an audience watching a story unfold at a bar. Sometimes you're watching a private conversation with a wife and a husband. Sometimes you're the audience in this huge stadium. So the audience changes where they are and who they are, which is an incredible tool to use as a director. So it's really interesting to watch as an audience member.
As a pop culture history lesson for you, it's phenomenal to see as well, because I'm in my mid-30s and knew virtually every song that was in production. At the same time, our general manager was there that night, and he's into his 50s. He knew every song that was in the production. So there's a real generational bridge that's brought together and really brought to fruition by you guys.
Yeah, it's incredible how many times these songs have been covered, and you don't even realize. You know, you're like, oh, may not know the Four Seasons version of Can't Take My Eyes Off You, but I know the Lauryn Hill version of that. It's just incredible.
You know, you are Frankie Valli, and you play this, and one of the things that's always been known about Frankie Valli is his musical range. To be able to do this and to be able to sing in a tenor or a baritone and then be able to hit that falsetto, how? I mean, is this just a gift?
It's sort of an acquired thing, I think. I don't think I was born being able to sing like that. I mean, I could always sing, but I was classically trained, and then it was just like you hear this music and you're like, this is going to be a show about this?
Right.
I've got to just, you start stretching, you start doing all these vocal exercises. We've got the same voice teacher, Katie Agresta. She teaches Bon Jovi and Cyndi Lauper and Ted Neely and all these people, these crazy rock singers. So she's helped us a lot, like stretch our voices out so we can get up there and stay healthy and stay safe when we're...
Talking about health, because one of the things I pointed out to you and asked you during the commercial break was a lot of the characters will smoke. And you see throughout the show, and I was kind of drawn into this because I thought Frankie smoked, but you said...
Yeah, Frankie never lights up in the show. Like, every time he starts to light up, he gets distracted somehow. So it's thank God for that.
Could it be something? I mean, think about the toil that would take on your voice.
A lot of the other guys smoke, you know.
Right.
In the show, like the ensemble smokes and...
Now, in terms of the various points of the show, we've got about 10 seconds here. Your favorite song and your favorite moment.
Oh, favorite moment is the big song in Act 2. I don't want to say the name of it, but you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to ruin it. And probably Sherry, when Sherry hits, is my favorite moment. Yeah. Yeah, come see the show. It's till the 27th. There's still tickets.
The 27th of February. Tickets available out there. It is at the Hippodrome Theater. It's in downtown Baltimore. You know the spot. 410-547-7328. Broadway, acrossamerica.com. My personal favorite was the song leading into intermission. I'm not going to say which song that was, but it was a great lead into the intermission.
Cool.
John Michael Dias.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Thank you. This is going to be on our website, abc2news.com. I got an idea. Let's go to break with a little music, shall we?